Chapter 3. Know Your Enemy. Maybe you fear public speaking, ending a relationship, standing up to your boss, losing your job, losing your money, asking someone out on a date, or going to the dentist. The list of common fears is endless. It doesn't matter what you fear specifically. Understand this. It is natural to feel fear. Everyone has fear. But that's not important. It is more important to understand why we experience fear. This question is important because if you want to solve something, you need to be aware of it first. The primary function of fear is to warn us of potential danger. Without fear, humanity would not survive. If a wild animal attacked you, fear would alert you, which triggers a fight or flee response. Fear's fundamental function is to protect you from harm. Nowadays, we do not face so many looming threats as before modern civilization, but the fear mechanism is still a part of our system. Evolutionarily speaking, fear comes from our reptilian brain, and while we do not need fear in the same way anymore, evolution has not adapted our brain yet. It will probably take thousands of years before our fear mechanism adjusts to modern day life. But the truth is that we no longer need fear to survive. Let's face it, what dangers do we encounter these days? The threats we face are no comparison to the hunter gatherer days from man's earliest history. In fact, life is easy, even when you compare it to several centuries ago. When we started the agricultural revolution 10,000 years ago, people were killing each other over land every day. That continued for centuries. If it wasn't war that was killing us, it was an epidemic that would. We have only found cures for most diseases in recent history. But things have improved now. Thousands of years of civilization have made life gradually easier. And fear is no longer protecting us but has turned into our worst enemy. Your brain can't distinguish the difference between an actual physical threat or a threat that's made up by yourself. The only thing that matters is to understand what fear feels like. Because that's the only way you can fight it, by knowing your enemy. You are at war with yourself. To fight your inner enemy, you need self knowledge. Sun Tzu, the most well known military strategist, put it best. If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. If you know yourself but not the enemy, for every victory gained, you will also suffer a defeat. If you know neither the enemy nor yourself, you will succumb in every battle. And to know yourself better, I have created a list of 20 questions that you can use to improve your self awareness. What am I good at? What am I bad at? What makes me tired? What is the most important thing in my life? Who are the most important people in my life? How much sleep do I need? What stresses me out? What relaxes me? What's my definition of success? What type of worker am I? How do I want others to see me? What makes me sad? What makes me happy? What makes me angry? What type of person do I want to be? What type of friend do I want to be? What do I think about myself? What things do I value in life? What makes me afraid? If you want to try this method, I would answer these questions with the first answer that pops up in your mind. As you can see, these are practical questions. Please don't start a discussion about how you should interpret these questions. If you do that, we still be at it 80 years from now. The truth is that everyone interprets these questions in a different way, and that's exactly the point. For example, what things do I value in life? My answer is time, family, well being. What was your answer? You see, there are no right or wrong answers. No matter what you do, know yourself. You are both the warrior and the enemy.